there are small numbers of our teenagers getting eating disorders, it is a problem. And one of the things is that it's a growing problem. So I wanted just to give you a few little warning signs of things to look out for and where you might want to seek further help. Things like significant weight loss and that intense fear of gaining weight. You'll often see these kids are the ones who push all their food around the plate, feed it to the dog under the table, and actually they'll probably have an intense interest in getting into the kitchen and helping you cook, but they won't actually sit down at the table and eat the food that they've prepared. Social withdrawal, inability to concentrate, feeling cold even when it's a warm day. They'll be putting a jumper on or they'll be cold in bed. And then the last one I say very hesitantly, moodiness and irritable. If you've got a teenager, then, yeah. Who's most at risk? Well, girls in their teens. They're exposed to those beauty images. The other number of girls I've got in my books right now are girls who are in their early 20s and who have come to me for help to lose weight for their weddings. I come from the era where I think, my grandmother fought to get us women the vote. Now I've got these young girls who are leaving university because they're too busy planning their wedding for university, and they're setting themselves up for a lifetime of all that is important is being beautiful and being skinny, because that's what brings you success. My goodness, what is this we are teaching our kids? Because we have in the media just a whole load of people who actually have no career and they have no actual job other than being a celebrity. And we're teaching our girls that that's what success is. And it's really important, if you're going to get kids motivated to look after their body and be fit and healthy, actually they have to have great self-esteem. If you can give your daughters and your sons good self-esteem and the confidence to go forward and judge their life more than on their looks. You are not judged by the way that you look, how beautiful you are, or how skinny you are. Actually, there's a whole load of attributes that make up who you are. Are you a good role model? Be very, very honest with yourself. The number of times that I see parents coming to me and going, well, how do I they won't eat their vegetables? And I go, well, what was dinner last night? I've got so many people who tell me, yep, mum cooks one meal for her, one meal for dad, separate meal for the kids. Can we please go back to just dinner being dinner? Why have we got this obsession with there being kids' food? I mean, sure, when they're toddlers and they're babies, they need slightly different food. When we were hunter-gatherer man, us women chewed up the food and then passed it to the baby. They ate what we ate. Let your children try different foods. Get them interested in foods. Be a good role model and go back to having the family mealtime. Teach them about nutrition and make it relevant to their age, okay? My 4-year-old can sit at the table and I'll say, why are we eating red meat? What does red meat do for you? Oh, red meat's good for my muscles and it gives me my iron and that carries oxygen around my body. I do recognize it can be hell shopping with your kids. So here's my suggestion. Maybe not the supermarket, but go to one of those nice grocery places and take them around there and use it as a bit of a lesson. When you've got time and you can enjoy it, teach them about what's this food and give them an element of choice. As soon as kids feel like they're getting some choice, they're much more likely to eat the food. So try not to label food as good and bad. When adults come to me, I spend half my time undoing two things. Finishing what's on your plate and labeling food as good and bad. They don't have to finish everything on the plate. The rule in my house has always been you need to taste. Taste everything on the plate, but respect their likes and dislikes. And remember that you have to give them a new food up to 20 times before they'll accept it. And that's an evolutionary mechanism. Try not to label food as good or bad. The one word that I think is really useful with kids is sometimes foods. So people always ask me, oh, God, do your kids eat really good food all the time? No, they don't. Of course not. They go to parties and they get lolly bags. And I talked about the snacking. Can we get rid of some of that snacking? Scheduled snacks, then they'll be hungry at meal times. You've got a chance of getting them to eat what it is that you want to eat. Relax. Try not to let mealtime become a battleground. Mealtime should be enjoyable, family time, a time to chat. So decide what's really important for you at the dinner table. It's impossible to make them have all their table manners and eat all their food and have a reasonably pleasant dinner time. And just relax about the veggie thing. I think that's the most common question I get from parents. How do I get them to eat their veggies? Just stop panicking about it. The veggies are this thing on the side. You got to eat that. You're not getting your dessert. We're making it this horrible thing, okay? Just make the veggies an integral part of the meal. It is just as important, if not more so, to be honest, that they eat the meat and the fish as it is to eat the veggies. When parents come to me worried about my child hardly eats anything, when I actually analyse what they're eating, the child's diet is not that bad, okay? So don't be too hard on yourself. Remember that the ultimate umbrella of what you're trying to achieve is get your children interested in eating, get them interested in food in a healthy way, let them understand, and eating a variety of different foods. But there is so much information on the internet to help you and give you information, give you recipes and meal ideas for using with your kids. Thank you very much.